Chapter 1. The Broken Reactor. It was supposed to be a calm day, with Pikachu exploring the outskirts of a quiet town. But as he wandered closer to an old, fenced-off facility, he sensed something strange. The air felt heavy, buzzing with an odd energy that made his fur stand on end. Before him loomed a massive nuclear power plant, covered in rust and tangled with vines. The plant had been abandoned for years, or so everyone thought. Suddenly Pikachu noticed flashing red lights inside, and a distant, ominous hum. Curiosity got the better of him. Sliding through a gap in the fence, he crept closer, moving silently between cracked walls and exposed pipes. Inside the main control room, the source of the eerie hum became clear. The reactor core was glowing a dangerous green, radiating energy that filled the room with an unnatural heat. An alert message blared from an old screen. Warning, meltdown, imminent. Realizing the threat, Pikachu's heart raced. The entire plant was on the verge of exploding, and if it did, the fallout would devastate the nearby town. There was no time to waste. Chapter 2. Race Against the Clock. Determined to prevent a catastrophe, Pikachu leaped into action. He scanned the room, looking for any sign of a control panel. The plant's layout was a twisted maze of dark hallways, exposed wires, and old machinery, each step taking him deeper into the heart of the facility. As he entered the reactor chamber, a blast of hot, thick air nearly knocked him back. Pikachu pressed on, his small paws pattering against the metal floor. Suddenly, he was met by security drones, the plant's automated defenses that had somehow powered back on. The drones hovered around him, their bright red eyes glowing with menace. Pikachu darted left and right, dodging their laser beams and electric zaps. With quick, clever moves, he managed to slip past, sprinting toward the core control room. Finally, he arrived at a massive control panel covered in switches and blinking lights. Pikachu scanned it frantically, looking for any hint on how to shut down the reactor. He spotted a large red button labeled Emergency Coolant Release. He knew this might be his only chance. Taking a deep breath, Pikachu summoned all his strength and jumped, slamming his tiny paw down on the button. Chapter 3. The Power of Friendship. For a moment, the hum grew even louder, and Pikachu feared he'd only made things worse. But then, the coolant system kicked in, releasing streams of chilled air that began cooling the reactor core. The green glow faded to a faint blue, and the room's temperature slowly dropped back to normal. Pikachu sighed in relief, but the danger wasn't entirely over. While he had managed to cool the core temporarily, the reactor was still unstable. As Pikachu looked around for a more permanent solution, he heard a familiar sound. Turning around, he saw his friends, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, rushing toward him, each determined to help. They'd heard of Pikachu's brave mission and hurried to his side. Working together, they devised a plan. Squirtle aimed powerful water guns at the core to keep it cool, while Bulbasaur used his vines to pull open vents, allowing the heat to escape. Charmander, careful to keep his flame in check, adjusted the controls with precision, helping Pikachu shut down any remaining systems. Finally, after a tense few minutes, the reactor stabilized completely. The plant was safe, the threat of a meltdown averted. Pikachu and his friends made their way out, exhausted but triumphant. They watched the last of the warning lights blink off, knowing they had saved not only the plant, but the nearby town and its residents. The friends shared a smile, proud of their teamwork and bravery. As they walked away from the quieted reactor, Pikachu felt a warmth, not from danger, but from friendship, filling him with courage and gratitude for his companions who always had his back.